The big thing I like about Mind is that it just worked, but you've also taken my experience from my past with bad things with DLP and making sure you're not repeating that as well. So I've really appreciated the partnership that Mind has had with us at Noname.
My name is Mike Morato, and I am the Chief Information Security Officer and the head of IT for Noname Security.
When we think about what's missing with traditional data security tools out there, a big thing is either they only work on-prem, or they only work on laptops, or they only work in a SaaS type of environment. The other thing is that they have historically had a lot of false positives. Even after we got the DLP systems in the past stood up, we still often would have anywhere from 10 to maybe 25% of the alarms were still false positives. It's been a checkmark box, largely for compliance. The downside to them is that it generated more noise than it did actual benefit to the company. And then just trying to classify data in a manner to make these tools meaningful and reasonable to work with was just, they were very rigid. And so it wasn't very productive for us. And so over time, it would lose its value. You're throwing a lot of resources at something that may not give you that return on investment. When we implemented Mind at Noname, it was the first time that I had seen a DLP for us that did a lot of the background work for us. And that was one of the first times I've ever had a data loss prevention or data protection type of tool be completely accurate. When we look at sensitive data classification, Mind was unique in that, for example, I was concerned about credit card information. I was concerned about login information. Other tools could find that stuff, but Mind was a lot more accurate. I can't remember a single case where we had false positives. It's given us the value of knowing where our data was at and what data was out there. And that, as a security practitioner, as a security leader, that's our biggest thing, is visibility. I had that visibility at the data level versus at the service level, which was a huge, huge, huge benefit for me, because then I could quantify risk for the company and I could have the business conversation that technology has enabled me to now have. It's cut down on the amount of work that my team has had to do. So it saved us a lot of time and let us then focus on other things that we could do to improve the mission of security and IT at Noname itself.